Hello, hello. Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning. It's good morning here in Hawaii, but so aloha. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hey, CJ. So this is my coffee farm. Aloha. Hi, Jackie. Aloha, Julia. So this is where I used to work when I lived here in Hawaii. Hi, Andra. Hi, Cal. Hi, Callie. Hello, hello, everybody. So normally we give you wonderful magic from Disneyland and Disney World. But today I am in Hawaii on the island of Oahu, and we are visiting where I used to work. So I used to be the general manager of a coffee farm here called Green World Coffee Farm. It's close to the North Shore near Waiua, little town here up in the north. Give you a turn around and look. So this started off with a very small 3 acres. We're on a little triangle here between Cam Highway and this road right here. North Shore is right down that way, down the hill, which I'm going to take you to later today. But first I wanted to show you my coffee farm. Okay, we're going to get a full tour, but I wanted to start out here. This was only about 8 months old when I came on board to work in the production area. I worked part-time. I moved up. I became production manager, and then I became an assistant manager, inside, outside, everywhere, and then eventually a general manager with my partner in crime, Sandy, who we'll hopefully meet before the end of the stream. She'll be here around about 8:45, she said. So hopefully we'll catch her at the end and you'll get to see my sister from another mister. She's amazing. She's my ohana here in Hawaii. Love her. We talk all the time, and I can't wait for you to meet Sandy. But anyway, it's a nondescript looking building when you drive by. This is a secret hidden gem in Hawaii. A lot of people don't realize that on Oahu, we do grow coffee here. It's not just Big Island. It's not just Kona coffee. Everybody thinks Kona coffee, right? When you think Hawaiian coffee. But actually, coffee is grown on almost every island in Hawaii. So Kauai grows coffee. Maui grows coffee. Molokai grows coffee. Of course, Big Island grows coffee. And right here on Oahu, they grow coffee. Not only this small farm, but also down the hill as you head to our North Shore is Waialua coffee. And you'll see it on both sides of the roads after you pass all the pineapple farms. So anyway, that's a little take on Hawaiian coffee as far as, yes, it is grown here on Oahu. Hi, Andreas. All right, so things have grown since I've been gone these past 3 years. They've put in an awning. They put in an outside lanai area over here. They've added a lanai. They do have a place where you can actually walk around amongst the coffee trees. And yes, they are considered trees, not bushes. So, and they've also unwillingly added chickens. They said that 1 or 2 showed up one evening, and then now they have like a whole family of chickens that wander around. But you know what? This is a farm, so it kind of fits, right? This area right here is where a lot of the we're right near Schofield Barracks, an army installation, and a lot of moms and kids come here for like play dates and stuff, so they get to run around out here in a safe area. It's all fenced in, so it's really nice. There's something for everyone. They get obviously tourists in here. We get the military comes in here in the morning and in the afternoon for lunch, And yeah, I'm going to talk to you all about how coffee is grown, how coffee is roasted, and the different coffee they sell here. So yeah, welcome to Green World. Hi, Bonnie. Are you ready? All right. Now, the reason I'm so proud of the fact that I worked here is I was, like I said, kind of on the ground level, or the bottom, the very beginnings of this farm. They had already planted a lot of the coffee trees and everything, but they were just starting to get the shop and the roaster and everything up and going. So I roasted coffee. We did all kinds of stuff when I worked here, but it has grown so much and has become so popular, and I'm so excited for them. Here's some of the wandering chickens and roosters. Isn't that crazy? It's an interesting addition. All right, so I redesigned. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Are you Beth?
I am Beth.
Never met you. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you like 5, 3 or 4?
Oh, I'm live right now, but are you the one who's going to give me a tour, or is somebody else in there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, fantastic. I'll wave you down. Perfect. Thank you. All right, guys. So, I was actually the one who redesigned this cafe. When we grew enough to where we could expand, we redesigned the whole back part where they work. We brought in more equipment. We brought in new blenders, all kinds of good stuff. This shelf right here is made out of monkey pod, which is a really beautiful wood that is grown here in Hawaii. It's not native to Hawaii, but it's everywhere in Hawaii. Of course, they have danishes. They have most amazing coffee drinks, of course, and then they also do smoothies, acai bowls, all kinds of wonderful things. So the most popular thing that they have for a drink here is actually a frozen drink called a mocha freeze. They also do cappuccino freezes, chai freezes. I like the cap freeze actually the best, but and then I asked for an extra shot floated on top. But the really cool thing about this shop is all of the coffee paraphernalia. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of coffee signs in here, and they're from all over the world. It's an amazing collection. And I'll try and stop and show you some of my favorites. But oh yeah, wait till we get to the roaster. So most people think that roasting coffee smells like the coffee when you brew it, but it doesn't. It actually kind of smells like toast. It has a toast kind of smell. It's good. It's a good smell, but it's more smells like toast when you walk in here because they're back there roasting. And I'm going to show you both roasters that they have. My baby, the smaller roaster that we started with, and then the big one that they got just recently, which I'm super jealous of because I want to roast on it like now. But anyway, so this is the cafe. This is where obviously a lot of the money comes in. Well known. They use their coffee here. We don't get it pulled in from anywhere else. This is all coffee that is roasted here. All right. Yes, Sam. GreenWorldCoffeeFarm.com. Yep. All right. And by the way, I'm the one who started that website. I built the website. We finally talked the owner about a year and a half into opening this business to finally do a website, and I built it. It looks much better than it did originally because, I was flying by the seat of my pants, but I'm proud to say that is my baby, our website. So anyway, all right. So cafe. We're going to move on. Here, I'll show you some of the yummies that are down here, though. Blueberry scones, croissants, banana poi bread, muffins, turnovers, lily koi bars, bagel dogs, tomato pesto rolls. You know, you name it, it's here. All right, we're going to go into retail. So again, it has so much of coffee paraphernalia. I'm going to show you. Oh. Sure, Olivia. Hi, Phoebe. So this is one of my favorites, okay? So this looks like it's kind of like in the Depression. Here, let me see if I can get over here and you can see it a little bit better. All these guys are standing around with coffee in their hand, and there's a whole bunch of coffee sitting on the table. So it looks like they're maybe a food kitchen or something like that. But I love the fact that the guy back, this guy right here, he looks like he's on his phone texting. I always looked at that picture when I worked here, and I joked about it all the time. All right. So, coffee. The cool thing about this shop is, if you ever come here, they give free samples, okay? Right here, look at all the free samples you can taste. Right now they have peaches and cream, sexual chocolate, Maui Kind, Lilahula Mountain, and of course their signature Green World coffee. So Green World is actually a blend. It is not 100% Hawaiian, but they wanted to keep the price down to give a really good coffee. And yet, you know, obviously Hawaiian coffee is much more expensive, so they wanted to kind of give you a kind of a taste of what they consider their blend here at Green World. So it does have some of our Green World beans in it, but it's also a blend. Lilahula Mountain is 100% Maui beans, and it's mixed. Again, it's a blend. So guys, let me tell you about that real quick. When you come to Hawaii, or you are just in a store on mainland and you see Hawaiian coffee, make sure to look for that blend word, because if it is a blend, it is not 100%. You need, and sometimes they try and trick you and say it's 100% Arabica. Well, yeah, all of these coffees are Arabica, but you want to see 100% Hawaiian, 100% Kona, 100% Maui. That is 100% Hawaiian coffee. So just FYI, it's very tricky, and you've got to watch. They are very, very honest here at this shop about what is 100% and what is not. We try and educate people, because a lot of people are here visiting and they don't pay attention, and they see something that says 100% Arabica and then it has a Hawaiian name to it, and they assume that it is 100% Hawaiian. So if you ever see the word blend, that is your big sign that it is not 100%. Ian, it is greenworldcoffeefarm.com is the website. Yep. So they offer iced coffee. They offer all these hot coffees, including 2 flavored coffees, and I'm going to show you some more of the flavors that are absolutely amazing. Sexual chocolate is their #1 seller in flavored coffee. It smells amazing. It's like chocolate with a little Kahlua taste to it. It's fantastic. They sell these coffee bags here, so if somebody's a big person who likes to make something out of coffee bags, or if you just like hanging them up, if you have like a coffee room or a coffee bar or whatever, you can you can buy these really cool coffee bags. I have a bunch of them, just FYI, just from working here. All right, so another one of my favorite, while we're looking at the walls here, another one of my favorite signs is Tricky Dicky. There he is. There's Nixon up there. Strong coffee for a strong America. Love it. And if you look real close, can't see it. Anyway. Lots of amazing, cool, niche. Oh, no, you're fine. Walk wherever you want. Again, here's some more of the different. There's Waialua coffee, Kauai coffee, Maui grown coffee, Kona, Molokai. These are all coffee farms in Hawaii, and they are on different islands, not just Big Island. So, oh yeah, thanks, Julia. Yeah, let's go ahead and do our sponsors real quick, because guys, we wouldn't be able to do these without our sponsors. So we have Mickey Monthly, which is a Disney subscription box, or a Disney inspired subscription box that comes to your home every month. All different shapes, sizes, prices, ages. They do some amazing subscription boxes, guys. So if you're a Disney fan, go to Mickey Monthly, check them out. If you're planning your next Disney vacation, Dreams Unlimited Travel is an official Disney travel agency that can set up your next Disney vacation so it will go nice and smooth. They will help you with every single part of your trip. That is Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you are thinking about buying Disney vacation points, DVC points, go to dvcstore.com. They have so many different contracts they buy and sell. They might have an amazing deal for you versus going through Disney. So check out dvcstore.com. Victor is a real estate agent in the Orlando area. If you are thinking about relocating to Florida or buying a vacation home, FYI, get a hold of Victor. Click on his link. He can answer any questions you have about the real estate market in Florida. MagicallyScented.com is a Disney-inspired candles that smell just like what they say they are, whether it be a Disney resort or a ride, or, oh my gosh, it will take you back in time to your last Disney vacation when you smell these candles. So go check out MagicallyScented.com and see what she has to offer. Also, don't forget, for Mickey Monthly, we have a promo code that will get you 15% off your first box. So if you're seriously considering it, that should be the kicker right there, guys. Use the promo code that we are giving you and check out MickeyMonthly.com. Also, guys, Streaming the Magic does sell Streaming the Magic t-shirts. That's right. You could walk around Disney with some amazing Streaming the Magic apparel. So don't forget to check out our website at streamingthemagic.com. All right. All right. So let's go look at coffee real quick before we start our actual tour. Okay, so this first section here is all of their blends. Again, they are very, very honest about the fact that these are blends. They are not 100% Hawaiian coffee, and some of them aren't Hawaiian at all. But awesome thing about these coffees, guys, and some of these are some of my favorites, is the fact that they are roasted here fresh. Everything you see here on this shelf has been roasted in the past week. That's how fresh this is. When you buy coffee here, it is super, super fresh. All right, so we got North Shore Blend, Decaf, Rainbow, Menehune, Maui Kind, Sunset, Espresso, and Paniolo. So my husband's a big Paniolo fan. My daughter's a big Maui Kai fan. My daughter Alex, who's now a cast member at Disney, as you know, she used to work here. I hired her as a manager, and she worked the retail area here. She also did the coffee tours. So she was already learning how to talk to guests from all around the world right here at Gurnwell Coffee Farm. See? Not bad. I already started her out for success. All right. So yeah, so all of these coffees are roasted right here in this building. Here's the Hawaiian coffees. So you got 100% Maui. You got 100% Maui pea berry. Now, pea berry means that it is the smaller beans. In Hawaii, there are places that actually separate their beans in different sizes, and pea berries, the very small coffee berries, they're really small and they're much more sweet, and so they're called pea berry, and they're more expensive too. But we have Maui pea berry and we have Waialua pea berry. And of course you have the 100% Waialua, you have the Lelehua Mountain, you have Molokai blend. See, they're being very honest, it's a blend. And then they have 100% Molokai. So lots of good stuff here. Expensive. Like the Molokai is super expensive right now, and it's probably because they're at the end of their crop, so there's not a lot left, so the price goes up. So look, that 1 pound bag is $60. We do have some Kona here, but we really like here, this is Kona. But we did not roast that. That's probably the only coffee we have here that they do not roast here. See, I'm saying we because I'm back home. So everything that's in a brown bag, we roasted. We roasted the 100% Maui, the 100% Waialua, the 100% Molokai. So we try and showcase everything other than Kona. And the reason is everybody knows about Kona. We want to showcase all of the other 100%. So, you know, it's just to try and educate people that there's more than Kona coffee. And FYI, Kona is actually a town that is on the leeward side of Big Island. So there's Kona and Hilo. Those are the two major parts of Big Island. Kona is, of course, where a lot of coffee is grown. And it's kind of a household name. So again, we try and showcase Maui, Molokai, Lelehua, you know, Waialua. All this coffee was grown in Hawaii, and it's not Kona. And you might like it better than Kona, just saying. All right, so these last two sections here are all flavored coffee. So this is coffee that we roasted here and then flavored it here. My favorite is Hawaiian hazelnut. Absolutely amazing. It has a beautiful taste to it. You got the nuttiness of hazelnut, plus you got a little touch of coconut in there. It is fantastic. Hawaiian coffee cake is another good one. It has a coconut. It also has a little bit of cinnamon in it. It's very tasty. Coconut cream's also a big seller. Salted caramel. And then, of course, we get into the McNuts. So we have vanilla McNut, chocolate McNut, caramel McNut. This goes back to the whole, you know, we're in Hawaii. You've got to give people what they want, right? And macadamia nuts, oh my goodness, the best. They also have them in the little 3-ounces. So these like make a 8-cup pot of coffee, all these down here. And they're all sealed and already, ground. Now, everything you see in a brown bag right here is whole bean. You can ask to get it ground if you want, but we have always gone on and on about how you should not grind it until you're ready to brew it, or at least a day or two before brewing it, you know, if you want to do that. But it stays fresher longer if you keep it whole bean. So get yourself a little hand grinder and grind as you go. That's my tip that I always give. All right, guys, are you ready for a tour? Uh-uh. Here's the bags I was talking about. And there's my baby. There's my roaster. I roasted on that for almost 3 years, guys. It was amazing. I loved it. It's going right now. Well, we're going to get to see the big roaster in the production area. All right. Aloha, Richard. Aloha. All right. Let's go find our girl to do our tour. I love the little tattoos you can get. These are like temporary tattoos. So cute. Alright. We gotta find our lady. She is around here somewhere. She introduced herself off camera. And I told her I'd wave her down when I saw her. Let's see if we can find her. Some gorgeous handmade coffee mugs. Aren't they pretty? All right. All right. Let me see if I can find her. If not, I can give the tour, to be honest. They also have teas here, guys, just FYI. These teas are made here in Hawaii. This is noni mint, licorice, and coffee cherry. They get the coffee cherries from us, and you'll learn more about what coffee cherries are. Sunset tea. I know, Jackie, you want some of this, right? My friend Jackie's watching. All right. Let's see. Oh, I see chocolate covered coffee beans over there, too. Those used to sell like crazy. I'm sure they still do. All right. Well, let's see if I can find her. A lot of military coming in. It's after PT, getting ready to start work. So these are mostly from Schofield. There's a little bit of Navy in here. Hey, Joyce. These are always pretty too. We always sell a lot of these. So these are tiles or trivets. You can hang them up, or you can use them as a trivet. Absolutely amazing. So it's beautiful. All right, guys, I'm killing just a little bit of time until I can find her. Got people rolling in, ordering their coffee. Kind of the waiting area over there to get your coffee, but it's also where you can get rung up for retail. All right, let me see if I can find her. If not, we're gonna do this on our own.
My personal favorite is the iced coffee. It's the most powerful.
Yes, definitely. If you are on Oahu, you need to come find this place. You're gonna need a rental car. Though a lot of small tour groups tend to stop by here. I do not know which one. So my suggestion is get yourself a rental car for a couple days if you're on this island, because there's so much to see. And you can come up here and enjoy some amazing coffee. All right. See if we can find her. Yeah, there's a Wawa sign back there. Yep. Telling you, we have everything. So many different coffee signs. I like this one, Area 51 Espresso. One of my favorites. All right. All right, guys. Well, let's go out to the coffee garden. So this is an area where any of the guests can walk. There's the roosters. That's crazy. So this is an area that anybody can walk. Obviously, they don't want you picking. They don't want you picking the coffee beans, and they don't want kids hanging out here and running around. So it's kind of like a watch your kids kind of thing. But these are coffee trees. Gosh, they've gotten bigger since I've been here. So these are 100% Arabica. Arabica is pretty much what everybody grows now. Robusta is the other type of coffee bean. Typically, it's a kind of a lower stage of coffee, in my opinion. Robusta used to be really big for Folgers and Sanka and all that kind of stuff, you know. But now pretty much everybody's turned to Arabica beans. Now, what you see here are coffee berries that are not red yet. They're green. Okay. Now, coffee berries, the beans are inside these coffee berries. Okay. So obviously they flower, a beautiful white little flower. They turn into a bean, then they turn red, and then they're ready to pick. Okay. These trees are about 6 or 7 years old now, I believe. We'll get a better estimate here when I find our tour guide. But basically, these are all picked by hand. Now, larger coffee farms do have kind of an automatic picker that comes through and kind of strips all of the berries off the trees. It's a bit harsh, and we like to do it by hand here at this farm. Obviously, not as many trees, and we get enough people out here working, and we can get it done. So here's... Oh my goodness, he is close. Here's one that's kind of turning red. Let's see, there we go. It's trying to focus. I can't get it to focus, sorry. I'm getting too close. Oh, Anna, very awesome. Yeah, we love this is where I used to work. I was a general manager here at Greenwood Coffee Farm. I was here for 3 years. So I loved it, every moment of it. Kind of on the ground floor of it, so it was exciting to see it grow. All right, well, you can see these are heavily laden with coffee beans, or coffee cherries, I should say, that just have not turned red yet. I assume, looking at them, that in another couple of months, this whole bit will be ready to pick. So you can see there's a few red on there. Few red. But anyway, it takes a lot of love and care, but it's really fun. It's really fun to work at a place like this. So, once we pick the berries when they're red, they have to be pulped. We run them through a machine that pops all of the coffee beans out of the coffee cherry. The coffee cherries we normally donate to, like, the lady who does the teas for us. There's some other places that ask for our coffee cherries. And then we take the beans and we dry them. Maybe I'll be able to take you down to where they dry them. I'll ask Sandy. Once dried, they are ready to roast. Here's the production area. That's where I worked the most when I was here. That's where all our beans are. That's where they bag the coffee. That's where they flavor the coffee. That's where website orders are, all back there in that section. All right. Let's go see if we can find our person. So this is what I was talking about. So you have your coffee cherries when they're green, then they turn red. Then you dry the coffee beans, and then you kind of shell them. So there's like a parchment on the outside of the beans. So they get shelled, and then once dried and shelled, they look like this. This is considered a green bean. This is what your coffee looks like before roasting. This right here. And of course, Well, if it smells bad, then they must be doing something wrong. Because when we roast coffee here, like I was saying earlier in the stream, it smells like bagels toasting. It smells amazing, but it's not what you think for coffee. It's not until you actually brew coffee that you get the smell that you're probably more familiar with. This does 25-pound batches. They put them in the top up there. It goes through and goes round and round. Right inside there, it turns and it keeps flipping all of them until they roast properly, and then of course comes out right there, and now it's cooling. So that's coffee that has already been roasted and is cooled. It is attached to a software system that tells you exactly what the temperature is, the rise of the temperatures per minute. It's amazing. It is a wonderful, wonderful roaster that Dietrich makes. But they have a bigger one now, which I was so excited to see, because this is the one that I always roasted on. All right, let's see if we can find our girl and we'll get a proper tour with all of the wonderful information and trivia. Let's see if we can find her. Do you know where she is?
Yeah, I can grab it for you.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. You ready? Oh, I just want your tour.
Okay,
The whole thing. Yep,
Are you right?
I am. You know you were going to do this today, did you? I warned Sandy yesterday. I'm like, all right, give me your best person.
Where is this going?
This is on YouTube. So this is Streaming the Magic. We do a lot of streaming all around a lot of the Disney parks, but we also do it all around the world. And so I'm on vacation, and so I was like, yeah, I'll do a couple days.
Nice.
So
Beautiful.
I'm typically at Disney. This is,
Okay.
I typically, that's what I do. But, you know, I used to live here, and so I'm coming home, and I was like, let's hear Howard's new spiel. So I want to hear it.
Howard Seashfield.
That's right.
So
Oh, wait. Introduce
I
yourself.
would love to. My name is Soteria. This is the Green Road Farm. We have around 3,000 trees right now. We can go out. So did you get to grab some coffee?
What's that?
Did you get to grab
No,
some
not yet. We'll do that later. Yeah.
So Greenrod has around 3,000 trees. We're on 7 acres. Coffee's cousins with gardenia, so it blooms in white around spring. It's beautiful.
It smells wonderful.
It smells
Yep.
wonderful. It attracts bees, but we don't need bees to pollinate. This is an actual picture. So there can be bloom green cherries and red cherries, but we sort of are hoping for like
All at once.
bloom in
at
spring,
once. Right.
and then harvesting starting in September. So it takes about 6 to 7 months for them to, after the flower falls off.
Right. Now, typically, are you still getting 2 per year?
We are, but we're not trying to run them either.
Right.
So we have like one cycle pretty much, and then we at the end of the cycle we let them rest for a little while.
Okay, so they go from a bloom to green to red.
Absolutely. When they're
Yep.
nice and wine red, this is, in our case, the smaller you are, the more attention you can pay to detail. So in our case, we hand pick our trees. We pick them when they're nice and wine red, and it's, in our case, like I said, hand picking. If we go outside, you'll see some of them are turning red now, like we're like getting there. You know, September is approaching. Once we hand pick them, we pulp them by squeezing the.
Yeah,
they're running it through this
running
machine.
through a machine. Yep. Pops all the coffee beans out. Yep.
There you go. And then we have to wash them. After them being washed, we dry them. In our case, we sun dry them. We sun dry them for about 2 weeks until they're down to about 11%. And then we can run them through the hulling machine to get the parchment paper off. It's beautifully. So the juicy membrane, if we were to squeeze this out right now, you would see how juicy and how beautiful a ripe bean is. If we were to burn this, if we were to roast this would burn.
Right.
So we're not trying to do that.
So once dried,
we remove the outer layer
with another machine.
with the hulling machine.
Yep.
And everything's being used, everything's full circle. The outside of the cherry, we have 2 teas, wake up and serve sub available for that. We provide the farm with the outside of our cherries, the tea farm.
Yep.
And we have 2 teas available with this, with the outside of the cherry.
Right.
But back to the coffee, we remove the parchment. This is the result. Obviously, these were in sun dried, so you know they're not as dry as they should be.
Right.
But this is the result, and this is when it's down to. Let me see if I can find a beautiful one. So this looks about right, and this is what we're roasting.
Right.
And then roasting is art. Roasting is like cooking. If I give you the same ingredients and I take the same ingredients and we're making a potato salad, it's probably going to taste different. So this is exactly what roasting is. Roasting is art. It's a process. If you want, we can go outside.
All right. Let's do it.
So we have about 300 trees out here just for show, for people to see what coffee looks like, what it feels like, to get an understanding. I'll show you one of my favorite trees. Seating area out here. They're not quite there yet.
Yeah. No, we
They're
did.
nice and green right now. Yeah, so from here, like, they're gonna take a little bit of a while. Let's see if we can find some red ones. Maybe in the sun a little bit further.
Yeah, there was a few down here on the left.
A
Yeah.
little bit further.
Yeah, when we just kind of casually walked through.
So
It's like right over
yeah.
there.
So one coffee tree gives us about 10 pounds of coffee cherries.
Right.
That's about 2 pounds of ground coffee. So just I drink about 12 trees a year right now. That's so interesting, and it makes you value coffee. So here's some of them.
Yep. And you want a nice burgundy, dark
Right,
red.
so these are like this. It needs a little bit more time. We're not
Right.
fully there yet. Do you have any questions? Anything
I
you'd like to
personally
know?
don't. I used to do this.
These are
There
really
you go.
nice. Those are
Yeah.
nice. Those are perfect. So when we have kids here, when we have preschools, we always make sure that they find the nice and fire engine red ones. It's always a nice way to have people help us, or kids help us pick some of the trees. Yeah, so one tree, 10 pounds of coffee cherries. After roasting, it's about 2 pounds of coffee.
And these trees are about 7 years old now.
They're a little bit older. They're 8 years. I think.
8?
8 years old. We pruned them. We pruned
Yeah,
them
they grow like
2000
crazy.
We pruned them 2017 because after about 7 years, you have to prune them because they get wider and wider and wider, and the result is not as good. Oahu has 2 coffee farms. It's us and Wailua. We're really good friends with them, so we roast and sell their coffee as well. Which, compared to the Big Island where there's 200 plus farms, we are on the smaller, but we're also on a smaller island.
Right.
And Hawaiian coffee is magical. Our coffee is magical. We're using red katwai. So this is, or we have red katwai. This is red katwai. Which is,
You also have a few yellow down there, yeah?
we have, I think over there, we have a few yellow ones. 3, I think, altogether. Not sure.
And I hear Howard is starting to grow cacao.
He is. That's a project.
He's been wanting to do that
It's
for a while.
Project. It's amazing. We're excited. We're excited.
Well, it goes very well with coffee plants. So.
Right. It makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So,
All right.
This is our chacaranda tree. They always bloom around the same time.
Yes, beautiful purple, guys. This is a beautiful tree. Howard actually saved this thing. It was on its last leg when they first had this piece of property, and he nursed it back to health. Oh, yeah. It was very sad looking in the beginning. What other trees do you have? You have a gold tree out front? Oh, you have one here, too.
Oh, yeah, this one. This one.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the gold tree. Yeah. I think there's another one in the front.
Yeah, there should be.
It's but they all bloom around the same time. They all bloom in spring. They're beautiful.
Awesome. Perfect. Roast 25 pounds. Your new one roast 75, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Your 25 pounder's my baby, you know.
Such an awesome machine.
It's my baby.
We're using both.
I was roasting on that thing when it was brand new.
On the small one?
Oh, yeah.
How beautiful.
Yeah. Soleil! How you doing? Did I bring what? I'm in Florida.
Hi guys, welcome.
All right.
How are you?
So guys, this roaster roasts 25 pounds. What are you roasting right now? Is that Brazil?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Oh, it's no big deal. Looks like it.
Can't see on the screen.
Yeah. So they roast daily here. Like I said, everything on the shelf is less than a week old. It is all fresh coffee. The way they do their blends is they roast each part separately and then they blend it. That way each bean, each type of bean is roasted the way that it needs to be. Like she was talking about with a recipe. It is Brazil, yeah. I know my coffee. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I don't know if Sandy even told you I was coming. Did she? Did she? Oh, good. Guys, want to meet my BFF? Sandy! Where are you, Sandy? Mary. Mary.
Yes, I'm the Mary.
Everybody, this is one of my best friends. This is Sandy.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you're one of my best friends.
Oh, okay.
You don't trust me, Mary. You don't trust me.
When you're married, no.
No.
Morning.
So Sandy and I are the ones who ran this place like a machine. We had it down pat, man. And she's still doing it. She's still cranking it out. Yep. But so Kaipo is back there, yeah? Can I show him the 75-pound machine?
The master
I want.
roaster is back there.
But yeah, I talked to him earlier. All right, I'm going to peek in there. I want him to see the larger roaster. Is that all right? Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Sandy, they're confused. They're like, is her name Sandy or Mary? Okay, so let me explain the Mary thing, okay? Mary is like an endearment. It can mean several things, but
It's the in the LGBT world, you give people nicknames, and they like to use, you know, so Mary is Mother Mary. So being that that's like your girlfriend to yourself, that's like, you know, your spiritual sister. So you tend to say Mary.
Right.
They tend to use a lot of like the, you know, 60 characters. Like if you're nosy, in the what is it? The sitcom Bewitched.
Yeah.
The neighbor, her name was Gladys.
Right.
So if I see that you're being nosy, I'm like, oh, you're such a Gladys.
Right. But Mary is meant to be more of a endearing
Yeah, like you're my ride or die.
sister. Yeah. Yeah.
Times 500.
Yeah. So her name is Sandy. Ka'ala.
But all of my sisters and my dad, we call each other Mary.
Mary. They're all Marys. All of her sisters. That's how I was asking about them. Oh, watch. I asked how all the Marys were, which is her sisters. All who of course have names, but it's an endearment. So, all right, I'm gonna peek around the corner. So like caught a glimpse of me earlier. Asked if I had moonshine for him. He goes, "Yeah, you're in Tennessee, right?" I'm like, "No, I'm not in Tennessee." All right, guys. Huh? I don't know if she's on here right now, but yeah. Here is the master roaster. That's right, doing his thing.
How's it, Artie? If you think it's impossible,
All right, so this does 75 pounds.
It's amazing. Well, think again. Introducing the Impossible Whopper. 100%
So this does 75 pounds at a time. It is an automatic loader, so instead of the other one where you were putting it up on the top, you're actually filling it in here and it sucks it up and then drops it into the roaster. So this is 75 pounds at a time. What are you roasting right now? What is cooling?
Costa Rican coffee.
Costa Rican?
Sunset.
So it just cooled. That's why you have all the holes in the bottom. So the air is actually sucking out the heat. And it turns around and around until it's cool. Once it's cooled, it goes into these bins. It degasses. You should never brew coffee that is freshly roasted. It needs to degas for at least 4 to 8 hours. If you've ever noticed coffee bags that have a valve in it, that is so that the gas can get out of it. Otherwise, you're going to get a very nasty tasting coffee that's very acidic. No, you don't call every woman Mary. Mary is used for more of an endearment, a sisterhood of a special person in your life. So, no, not every woman is Mary. All right. You got production over here. This is where they do all their bagging and they do all of their flavor coffee here. And then farther back is website. That is where all of the website orders are done and packaged and ready to ship. So here is all of their green beans. So these are from all over the world. Panama, Costa Rica. This is also where all the 100%s are. The Maui, the Waialua, the Molokai. So this is where they keep all of them nice and dry and high before they roast. So, and that is Soleil. He's about to get ready to start the shave ice, which is outside. We'll show you that. You guys, it's not shaved with a D. In Hawaii, it's shave ice. So they're kind of like snow cones, but better. And he's about to go out there and start that. So they have a shave ice stand that we put out front. Yep, this is coffee. Sandy, you scaring that child? You're gonna make that child cry. No.
I think it reminds me of like a barbershop chair.
All right, guys. Well, this is my coffee farm. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go get some coffee and sit down and chat with Mary. and some friends and do some catching up. I will be back on. I will be back online at 8 o'clock in the evening for you. It'll be afternoon here, and I will be going to search for sea glass at my favorite beach down in North Shore. So we're going to search for sea glass, and we're also going to go to the most famous shrimp truck on the North Shore. So I hope you come hang out with me your evening, my afternoon. I'll be right here on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Here, I'll end with the sign over here at the coffee. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tonight, your night, my day. I hope you can hang out with me. We're gonna search for sea glass and go eat some amazing shrimp. Yes, at Giovanni's Shrimp Truck. All right, guys, aloha.